Nashville, Tennessee. It's 11 a.m. on a Tuesday and there's country music pumping on Broadway. Murals for days, and let's not forget the local smoking specialty, hot chicken.
I'm here with my friend Taylor of Beacon Centre, who has been working to change the criminal justice landscape in Tennessee. It's hard to get a job after you've been incarcerated, but the Beacon Centre is working to ensure that people who are trying to start over have the chance to get back on their feet. But before we get down to the nitty-gritty, Taylor is going to give me a little taste of everything Nashville.
I'm all prepared. I think I'm just going to dive right in, hey?
I think you should.
This looks good. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1.
Your eyes, you look terrified.
Oh my goodness. But I'm not going to stop.
Oh, he's lost his mind.
This is Vale Sloane here, researcher, adventurer, overall man of many talents. Welcome to my show, Upward Globility, where I travel the planet discovering amazing opportunities ordinary people can achieve when they're free to change the world. Recidivism is a huge problem in Tennessee, and in a small town like Cookeville, the recidivism rate is over 86%. The folks at Beacon Centre saw the problem, and they knew that changing the system needed to start by creating opportunity for everyone. Speaking of second chances, I'm going to meet a woman named Lindsay Holloway who used her fresh start to open her own ministry that focuses on helping women that were once in her position.
Where we are right now, the garage has been a great venue, but I understand there's a story behind it for you as well.
And over 10 years ago, I used to drink in this bar and sell drugs out of it. Now it's a bar that serves coffee and cookies. And
I love coffee and cookies. That works for me. I'd really like to just start by asking about your story. What brought you here?
I moved back home 4 years ago, started doing jail ministry, and then I saw these women that were getting out and they were like me and they didn't know they could do any better. They didn't know where to start. They didn't know who to ask for help, and they'd lost all their hope and they'd been told their whole lives that they couldn't do anything different. Eventually, God gave me the idea of giving them a home where they could learn all of these skills and be in a good community to show them how to do it and have a brand new family.
I'd love to ask about how you got involved with the Beacon Centre of Tennessee.
Well, actually, that goes back to Braden Busek, the director of litigation for Beacon Centre, is actually the man that prosecuted me in federal court. Every year on my sentencing anniversary, I would call Braden, hey, I just wanted you to know you didn't make a mistake, giving me a second chance. I'm doing awesome. Have a great day, bye. And have found out that he had been looking for a speaker for criminal justice reform.
Seems like it's been a good relationship working with him and the team.
I've heard the inspiring story of Lindsay and how This Is Living Ministries came to light, but now I get to see how her hard work has paid off and meet the women that are currently living there.
Hey, how are ya?
Fine, how are you?
I'm good. It's so good to meet you.
It's nice to meet you. We're so glad that you're here.
When you hear the term re-entry home, don't really know what to expect, but this place is beautiful.
Yeah, re-entry is for women coming out of incarceration. It's transitional living for women who want a better life, and that's why I'm here. That's why we're all here. It's really a great thing.
Well, I know you run a really tight ship here. What do you got planned this morning?
Actually, you're right in time for breakfast.
Oh, no kidding. I love a good feed.
That smells amazing. If there's one thing that is key to re-entering society, it's getting down a daily routine. And at This Is Living Ministries, the daily routine is not complete without a big country breakfast.
Okay, so we're gonna make you the best biscuit ever.
Butter my biscuits, hey? Get it right in there. I'm just massacring it here.
So where are you from?
Down under, Australia.
Yeah, I can hear that. Peppers and mushrooms.
Oh yeah, let's throw it on. I mean, I'm bulking up. Probably around the waist rather than the arms, but I am curious. Is this some sort of like soup and grits or?
No, this is gravy.
Gravy,
You've never had
gravy, wow. This looks like the best biscuit ever. I can barely hold it in my hand.
It's gonna be.
Let's dig in. Oh, you can taste that grass. That is a happy cow. If I was reviewing that, which I am, I would give it 5 out of 5.
Yes.
Absolutely
Yes.
life-changing.
But biscuits aren't the only thing changing lives around here. Classes are held every day on topics such as how to build a line of credit or interview for a job.
Occupation or not. Especially now when I'm trying to work and putting in applications and stuff, I'm thinking that the Lord puts me where He wants me to be.
I didn't even recognize what a calling was,
Yeah, I mean,
or a vocation. But now that I know, we talk about it all the time about wanting to help people.
Yeah. Think about yours, Crystal.
Yeah.
Don't say I don't know.
I really don't.
What do you think you're good at? Just getting people.
Yeah.
What in your heart do you want to do?
Being in a re-entry program is a tough decision for many of the women who share rooms with each other instead of moving in with friends and family, some of whom even lost parental rights while they were struggling. After a grand tour and hearty breakfast, I have a chance to sit down with the women of the program to learn more about their journey from being behind bars to transforming their lives.
What's it like in federal prison? I mean, I can't even imagine.
7 years.
Yeah.
7 whole years.
Wow.
I stayed on drugs the whole 7 years I was there. And I dream about it all the time. I mean, I'll wake up, like the other night I woke up and I was trying to get out of my jail cell and I was up against the wall trying to get out. And I thank God for this program. Every single day I wake up.
In terms of being in prison, like, was the system any real help in trying to rebuild your life, while you're in there?
I done my state sentence, my 4-year sentence in a county jail, and it was rehabilitation. Churches coming in twice a week, they worked on us.
Mine wasn't like that at all. We had no church. We had no classes. Like, they have certificates from classes. She's doing, like, testimony for Celebrate Recovery. Like, I never even heard of nothing like that.
For other women who, were in your position in jail, like right now, what would you say to them?
Don't even think you can hang around with the old crowd and think that you can do it. You're not. You've got to get new people.
Fill out an application and go to a program.
Pray about it.
Yeah. And find it, and stay in communication with that program.
I hope you all didn't forget about my friend Taylor. She's taken me to try the hottest thing on the menu, and now it's time to move on to the hottest issues in Tennessee.
So let's dive in.
Okay.
I want to hear about how the Beacon Center got involved with Lindsay and This is Living Ministries and became part of the story.
She was given a second chance, and she took that second chance and ran with it. And we've been so lucky to be involved with her, and not only had an influence on criminal justice reform and reentry policy and helping people and changing lives in her community, but she's been given a voice statewide to be able to be involved in these efforts, and it's so amazing to see.
And speaking of like leaving the old life behind, I was really struck talking to the women about their experiences in prison and how it set them up for re-entry. Some were talking about how they'd had opportunities for education, for church services, for training.
Absolutely.
And then others didn't, and they felt really adrift, very, without a kind of purpose or focus.
So we were involved years ago in guaranteeing $1 million worth of state grants to re-entry programs in several prisons. It's a benefit for everyone when we get these re-entry programs in prisons to teach people how to be financially independent, how to have the skills that they need to get a job once they're back into society. So on the taxpayer level, it's good for us to really save that money and be fiscally responsible, but on the individual level, you're changing people's lives by giving them an opportunity. And so we're looking at it from a holistic standpoint, not simply what can the government do, but what can we do as people and as society coming together and backing these people up.
As you said, it's holistic. It's people
Absolutely.
focused, different sectors, different political views, different ideas.
Yes.
But, want people to have a second chance.
It is time for us to present our certificates.
9-week course, Overcoming Emotions That Destroy Anger Management.
6-week course, Unashamed, Overcoming Shame.
Honestly, I never thought that you could do this without drugs. The things that this ministry has done for me is beyond anything I can ever say. I will never forget this, and I will have this my whole life. I thank you so much.
What an eye-opening experience this was. I'm so inspired by the work the Beacon Centre is doing to decrease the recidivism rates in Tennessee. Through sensible criminal justice reform, Beacon is working with groups like This Is Living Ministries to identify existing problems within the system, pinpoint criminal justice policies that work, and direct re-entry programs to the right resources so that they can continue to expand and serve. Well, that's it from me. I'm Vale Sloane, and this has been Upward with Globility. Hit like or subscribe for more top banter and content. See you around like a rissole, and catch you next time. How would you want this project to grow? Will I ever stop asking questions in this voice? Leave your comments below.